Oh yeah, how's it going, everybody? Greetings from sunny South Texas. How y'all doing? Oh, Easy Comic Reader here. We're gonna take a look at what I read for the month of March, along with a good old trade. Yeah, so let's take a look at some of these old funny books here and see what I read this month. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Superman Action Comics number 687. This was given to me by good old Triple C. Uh, every Saturday I buy some books from him, and not every once, every time I do, he'll kind of throw in extras, and he always says, I tell him, hey man, you got any, you got any books that nobody really wants, you can't really sell? He goes, yeah, I got a few. I say, well, would you mind sending them away? And he obliges. So thank you, Rob. So this one, Superman, I guess Superman is coming back from the dead because, dude, check that out. Terminator Superman. And yeah, these books have their blemishes. Like this one's got a lot of water damage, but can I read it? Will the pages open? You bet. So, where has Superman been? I don't know, but he's coming back in this form, right? People remember him fondly still. They got the statue resurrected there. But anyway, I like this one because it does touch the human soul. You got one guy in here, if I can remember. Yeah, this guy right here. He's going to take up the mantle for Superman. He's going to go and do his thing, right? You got Superman here in some kind of special suit, and he's got the shades. And I can't remember why he had them shades on. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all do. But anyway, I liked it. All right, you got Lois. Where's Lois? I know she comes in, and she's kind of questioning, like, I don't know, is that really Clark? Is that my man? And let's see. Yeah, there she is. She's not really down with this Superman. So anyway, I liked it. Thank you, Rob. And speaking of Rob, here's another one he sent over in that one batch. He goes, there you go, Mike. This one's all beat to, you know what? I can't really sell it. I think he's got doubles of these, but he probably had a double of this and goes, here, man, you can take it. And Supergirl and Nightwing, number 11. I guess it's just Supergirl is the proper title. But anyway, not know too much about this during this run of Supergirl, but again, I do appreciate Rob sending it over my way. You know, adding to the comic knowledge, right? You can't beat that. He's going to give you something for free. You're going to be very thankful. You're going to read it. And you're going to get what you can out of it. And, oh, yeah, there's a get right there, right there. All right, so Nightwing, I do like Nightwing. He's a cool character. I got quite a few. And I guess these are the poses that a lot of people sort of accuse these modern comics of doing. Everything's a pose. And, yep, I got it in this one. Weird Al Yankovic. Anyway, thank you, Brother Rob. All right, so next up off the bat, we got Comet number 2. I like this one because it's a nice, father and son not seeing eye to eye. The son is a doctor. The father is, I believe he was Hangman from the Golden Age. Anyway, who's doing on this one? We've got Bill Dubai on the the writing. Carmine Infantino and Alex Nino doing the inks on this one. And as far as art-wise, yeah, it's good. I liked it. Story-wise, like I said, I mean, it had a good one. There's at the end. And man, I don't know, do I give away the ending on the book? When did this one come out? Has it been long enough? This one come out in 83, so yeah. You've had 40 years to read it, but I won't spoil it if you come across one of these. And I know I missed one in Rob's claim sale the other day. Should have picked it up, but I'm always hesitant, Rob, because you got so many cool books. I'm like, nah, hold on, let me see what else I got. But yeah, I liked it at the end. I guess you could say the problem's resolved because yeah, the daddy does pass away. But he does tell his son he loves him. Boom. All right, here we go. Now we've got Korak, Son of Tarzan, number 58. Joe Kubert on the cover. And why do I like these? Well, you can't get any better than some giant monsters, insects. This one come out in 1975. There you go. I mean, the first page is $1, the rest is free. You know what I'm saying? We got Rudy Flores on the art, and of course Kubert is doing the writing. But I like, I like I said, all these stories from Korak. They're like, hey, aren't you Tarzan's kid? Yeah. But on this one, he's on a movie set, and he's trying to look after that girl, and action ensues here. But I just like them. They're fun stories to read. You get that. You ain't gonna get that in a modern. We all know that, right? But anyway, did I dig it? Yes, I did. And go with that. All right. Here we go. Next one. We got DC Presents number 61, Superman and OMAC. I like this one because this is my first experience with OMAC. Sorry, Shannon, if you're watching. But I can see now why you like OMAC. Crazy. We got Len Wein doing the writing, George Perez and Pablo Marcos doing the art on this. And expect what you expect from George Perez. You got all this detail. But this one depicts a story of OMAC, of course, in the future. He goes and chases the bad guy, this robot in particular. He jumps into, I guess, another dimension. And guess where he winds up? Metropolis, you guessed it, right? Superman coming to the rescue. But again, just classic confusion, good versus evil. But yeah, it was a nice way for me to experience OMAC because OMAC tells Superman his origin. I go, hey, that's beneficial for somebody like me, and I dig it. I like OMAC's, I guess his guide or whatever, Brother Eye. I was like, yeah, anything named Brother, that's good with me. So anyway, I like this a lot. I am trying to put together DC Presents. Don't know quite how far I am on it. I gotta dig through the books and see, but hey, it's always worth a pickup. All right, next one we've got Weird Western Tales. Oh my gosh. Anything Weird War Tales, Weird Western Tales, weird. I'm buying. Scalp Hunter. When did I get? I got this probably years ago, y'all. But yeah, Scalp Hunter. Who do we got on the inside of this one? We got Jerry Conway and Dick Ayers and Romeo Tango doing the art on the inside. So in this one, we've got Scalp Hunter. He witnessing these three guys, sort of breaking away. They kill their sergeant. And so Scalp Hunter's on the prowl, not on the prowl, but he's kind of keeping an eye on them. And those three guys say, let's go find an old farmhouse to hide out in. But Scalp Hunter gets there first. Got this little boy who's been, his mama tells him, keep away from them guns. Those guns killed your daddy, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I liked it. Got Scalp Hunter throwing down with these soldiers. Again, I try not to do a full book review, but I just can't help it sometimes. But I will stop for this. All Out War. I think I need issue number 5. No, excuse me, number 3. I saw 5. Issue number 3. And I will have this Weird War, All Out War with a Viking Commando. I dig it, man. Anyway, we'll do a video on that later. So, rounding out this issue, guess what happens? Oh, if you look at the cover, remember he was all tied to a post, burning flames. That's what happens. They tied him up on the inside. They're going to set the house on fire. But of course, that will not restrain him. It takes all his strength and all his might to break free. And, you gotta applaud him for saving his family. But, after I read it, I was like, well, dang, they wouldn't have been in that trouble if you wouldn't have shown up. Or would they? I don't know. If he wouldn't have got there first and the other guys got there first, who knows, right? Anyway, dig it. All right, here's a new one for me, Dragon's Claws. I think I've heard brother PSG, Aaron, talk about this one. And now I get it, Aaron. This is cool, man. This is number 2, UK, Marvel UK. It says free mini poster inside. Now, y'all, by the time books get to me, and if there's a poster on the inside, more than likely that poster ain't gonna be there. But when I open up this one, I see a beautiful poster, Dragon's Claws. It says Earth 8162, not a chance, not a nice place to live. Dragon's Claws could make it better. So what did I get out of this one? Well, I got me a nice good guys versus bad guys story. Good versus evil. Those are, of course, your evil ones. You get a bonus werewolf. I think his name is Pharaoh, if I remember correctly. So you're already, I'm turning the pages. I'm like, yeah, I can definitely get down with this. And from what I gather, and here's a whole synopsis right here. But Dragon Claw, I believe they were a group of elite gamers. That's what I got out of it. But when did this come out? This is, of course, late or early 90s. So I don't know. Oh, 1980, 1988. So yeah, gaming was going on. But anyway, these guys make up an elite team, go against these guys, and if I find more, I'm definitely going to get some more of these Dragon's Claws. That's been sitting in my box for I don't know how long. I finally dug it out. It was a good one. Oh yeah, here we go. You got some Marvel Spectacular number 19 featuring the mighty Thor. In this one, we find out how the Wrecker gets the powers, right? So, you got Stan Lee and Jack Kirby throwing it down on this one. And this one this one came out in 1975, but the stories come from 66. All right, so in these 70s books, every other page is going to be an ad, right? That's how they did the storytelling. But yeah, you got Loki. He's calling. Who is he calling? Is Hela? Was it Hela? Who was it? Anyway, this is where the Wrecker, he's out of the prison, I guess, and he inadvertently gets the powers that Loki was trying to retrieve. So I like that one again. And then the backup story, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. You got more adventures with the Thor supporting characters. In this one, you have hey, what the heck's this guy's name? It's kind of on the top of my head. Fandol. Anyway, I like him in the other books because he's sort of like a funny guy, but the heck's his name? Ask me any other day and I'll tell you. Volstagg, right? Yeah, that's his name. Kind of threw it there. But anyway, look at there. Boom. Can't get better than that. There we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. Another new one for me. And will I be actively looking for the adventures of Bayou Billy? You dang right. I got number 2 here. Don't know how many came in this series, but I like this one, right? So, why is this one cool? Well, why is it not, dude? You just got a basic, I don't know, how do you describe him? Rambo, good old boy, you name it. But we've got Rich Margopoulos is the writer, Amanda Connor, and Mike Esposito is doing the art. But yeah, this is another one of those straight up good versus bad. There he is, old Bayou Billy. He was in the military from what I remember. And I don't know, guys. I will definitely look for more of these. Oh yeah, this is from the Archie Adventure series. For that. But anyway, I dig it. I dig it the most. I will definitely look for some more of these. You got I don't know. It's very cartoony, but the way the story is delivered, it goes with it perfectly, right? There's your group of bad guys. There's old Billy's in his swamp buggy or whatever you call it, taking them out one by one, baby. Just like it should be, all right? So, Bayou Billy number 3. I'm going to be looking for 1 and 2 and however else it goes. All right, here we go. Enter the Lost World of the Warlord. Oh, check this one out. Number 3. All right. Warlord number 3. Another one of these series that I'm piecing together. It says he's back, the mightiest warrior of them all. All right, so we're going to have this. Yes. You open it up, you're going to get story and art by Mr. Mike Grell. There's going to be some more Mike Grell in this stack before it's all said and done. But, yeah. Heck yeah, baby. Warlord. I mean, I'm just going to flip through it. So we got a kind of a recount of what happened, I guess, in issues 1 and 2. It's beautifully laid out here where we're at in this point of the story. But yeah, I don't know why Warlord. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, if it's out there on the cheap, then shoot, let's all keep it a secret and just keep it to ourselves because, oh gosh, these are beautiful. Like I said, I want to say I probably have a little bit more than half of the run complete, and they're not too hard to find out there. But this is just beautiful stuff. Beautiful, and again, I like it because you've got some sword and sorcery, you've got the monsters, you've got all the cool things that when we were kids reading, this has got it. All right, so then we got what old brother Higgy Pop sent me, man. I started working on the Human Target. Like I said, he sent me a Human Target starter kit. And so we've got this one, 1 through 4, and I read 1, I read 2. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Then I went to the Kindle and bought number 3. I read it. Then I finished it up number 4. So Peter Mulligan and Edwin Bukovic. Sorry, man, but I like this one because, you know, it's kind of 90s story, and you got this preacher man, and now I know who Human Target is. Like I said, I know what he's about. He stands in for people that they've got a price on their head. He stands in for them. But on this particular one, I guess there was a protege that, how do I sum it up without going too deep? But the protege sort of kind of gets confused as who he is and who he really isn't. Got the family issues going, but brother Iggy, thank you, man. I am definitely primed up and ready for that final series that you sent along, that 12-issue series. I've got a good background of who this guy is. So like I said, kind of flip through these. This is number 2, right? And number 3 I read online, and then number 4. What else can I tell you about this one, man? You got the gangs in LA. Oh yeah, final redemption here, right? This is the main guy, but he takes the bullet, and that's all I'll say. I dig it. All right, here we go. Another Archie Adventure series, the Mighty Crusaders, the all-new Mighty Crusaders. I've heard people talk about this, and I know Brother Higgy talks about this one, and I get it. I know why. This is good stuff, man. This is good stuff. You got the heroes from the days gone by. And, oh, the same writer that wrote Bayou Billy wrote this one. Dick Ayers on the pencil and Mike Esposito on the inks, right? But again, just good old, just some good old storytelling, man. I mean, come on now. Look who they're battling up against. Boom. So, again, I need to look more into this Archie Adventure series, because if it's all like this, that beautiful cartoony that's just on the verge of just knocking your socks off, man. I dig it. I dig it. Oh, yeah. So, we got that one. And we got the new Guardians. Let's see. Right off the bat, let me open it up because I can't really remember what this one was about. Okay. Who we got going on here? Floronic Man, but that's not really the Floronic Man if I remember correctly. We've got Carrie Bates doing the writing. Carrie Bates and Kevin Dooley doing the writing. Pat Broderick doing the pencils. Oh yeah, I remember now. This guy right here. So this is, I guess, another version of the Hate Monger, right? And that's what this issue focuses about. You know, he's thinking he got rid of the Guardians, and of course the Guardians ain't going nowhere, baby, right? This is my first Guardians issue that I've ever read. And would I pick up more of these? I want to read the next issue of this one. Exactly, man. Well, yeah, nice ad for the shadow. So there you go. Right? Next white light. And there's some words in here that I guess are not appropriate for today, but I would definitely. So I'm looking for number 12. Number 12 out there. If I see it, I'm getting it. All right, here we go. We had the new Guardians DC. Now we got Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, number 35. And again, that's just the way I read them, y'all. Jump all over the place. Let's see. What sparks my memory for this one? Maybe this is not one I'll pick up anymore because, I mean, this is beautiful and all, but I can't remember the heck did I read on this one. I don't even see the dang title page, man, or who did what. But anyway, so why do I have it in my collection? Well, my buying style is, or it was, and it probably still is to an extent, I would buy the books by the box. And whatever was in there, kind of like I did when we were kids, but I wish I could remember a little bit more. So I get stuff like this, you know, not my first pick, but and I guess this one didn't really resonate with me. Oh, here we go. It says Mike Gallagher is the plot placer. Kevin West is the pencil. And Steve Montano. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I cannot remember that one too well. Oh, but this one I do remember. Superman Family. All right. Super Team Family, I should say. Number 3. Reprints. And I dig it the most, right? And this one we got apes in here. Hawkman is, I guess, transformed into the ape. But let me skip to the round of this one, because my favorite story, my absolute favorite story, don't get me wrong, these are all good. See Hawkman transferring back. I mean, this is a good one, but where is it at? This one. Oh. I didn't even tell you who did the other one. So on this one, we've got come on now, tell me who did it, who done it. All right, here we go. Story by Steve Skeets, Rick Estrada, and Wally Wood doing the art on the Hawkman. But let's go back to Aquaman. All right, this one had me cracking up. So apparently Aquaman's foe and Green Arrow's foe sort of switch locations. The Green Arrow villain goes to Aquaman's turf and vice versa. But what had me cracking up about this one, which is art by the recently deceased Ramona Fradon. The concept of Aquaman, you know, he's going and he's going to take care of his baddie, right? But what cracked me up through the whole thing is that, you know, Aquaman, of course, relies on the creatures of the sea. So to venture off into the city to go fight this guy, he takes his sea buddies in the back of a pickup. And oh my gosh, I'm like, in the back of a not really a pickup truck, but a cargo van. But anyway, he's cruising around town and, you know, he summons his buddies to help him out. I don't know. The art is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But just that concept of him cruising around and just fighting the crime that way. But in the course, the story goes on where we've got Green Arrow going underwater, and the art is by Lee Elias. I'm assuming these are from the 50s because, I mean, it's just good stuff. But what else do we have in here? Right? Superman, Batman split. Right. But anyway, I dig it. I've got several more of these Super Team families. And every time I just, like I said, I'm going through my boxes. I dig it, man. All right, here we go. Brother PSG. All right. Cyclotronic Squirt Gun. Aaron sent me this one, Planetary #1. I did read the first 10 issues online, but it's nice to have the copy in your hand. And yes, am I looking for Planetary? You bet your boots I am. I mean, what can we say about Planetary? It's just a cool concept, and I believe this came out in 99. Yeah, somewhere around 99. So this is my first real copy that I'll actually own, and a zap of a button can't take it away. So I'll get that one. All right, then I read Free Comic Book Day. This one was also from Aaron. Shadow Roads. It's a Western of sorts with little supernatural elements involved, if I'm not mistaken. But would I ever pick this one up? This is probably a series that, honestly, that I would mind reading, but I would probably find it on Kindle, where, you know, a lot of times they give you free books to try out. So this is probably going to be on there, and I'll definitely pick it up there. All right, now we got Warlock Chronicles #4. All right. Anything? Oh yeah, Warlock and what is his name? I mean, they're one and the same, right? If you remember that story. But who we got on this one? Jim Starlin is the writer, and Tom Rainey working on the pencils. But yeah, again, it's from the 90s. I missed all of this, but I remember from way back in the day, this guy used to have, I believe he had like an afro, if I'm not mistaken, but I mean, he's one and the same, I believe. And eventually on this one, they do battle, and what's his name? Y'all are probably yelling at me. But anyway, he stays trapped on that world. Or I think Warlock offers him, hey, look, I can get you off of here if you just play ball. Anyway, I dug that one. Here's one, Thunderstrike. Okay. Again, how did I pick this one up? Who knows? It's been sitting in these boxes for years. Thunderstrike is kind of a cool character, but will I pursue this anymore? Tom DeFalco does the writing. Ron Frenz, I like Ron Frenz's art, but you know, there's so many series that I want to finish up now. There's so many runs that I want to complete. Again, this would to pick up this character would probably have to be in one of those just bulk deal buys that I like to do. But now these days, my comic shop is Triple C. He's my official comic shop. And every once in a while, like I said, I go over to mine here local and pick stuff up. All right, Black Wolf. It says a finale. Well, guess what? This is the only issue I own of Black Wolf. And now it's #10. I wouldn't mind reading 1 through 9. Like I said, trying to piece stuff together, but there is some finality, but not really, because our character Black Wolf, I mean, he started off looking one way and he turns out that. And then over here in the column it says, hey guys, sorry, but the sales just weren't there. We had to end it. And we know a lot of you had your gripes along the way, but we appreciate y'all, you know, letting us know. So yeah, would I read this one from the beginning? You bet you. But again, if I can find it online, I'm going to read it. Here we go. Doom 2099, #19. Dr. Doom goes into the Savage Land. That's what he looks like there, right? I don't know what was it about those 2099 titles. Everybody had to have some kind of spike or something, right? The Extreme 90s. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Will I actively pursue it? I mean, if it comes around, yeah, why not? I mean, some beautiful artwork in here. And who does the artwork, by the way? Pat Broderick doing the art again. So as I slowly read through these 90s books, I am appreciating them a lot more, y'all. I mean, can't go wrong. Here we go. Kazar the Savage, number 7. I like this one. Old Kazar and what's his name, Shanna, are fighting just like a couple. Oh yeah, when I open it up and I see stuff like that. But anyway, Kazar has some kind of weird dream, and then they go through all the action of the dream, and then at the end there's some kind of psychoanalysis where Shanna kind of breaks it down to him. I liked it. Oh, and who was the creative team on this one? Is it Grell again? Co-plotters, Bruce Jones, Brent Anderson. Oh, all these guys. Bruce Jones, Brent Anderson, and Jerry Bingham doing the work on that. Keep it move on. Easy. Marvel double feature, Captain America, Iron Man. Gotta dig it, gotta dig it. You're gonna get nothing but coolness in here. Gene Colan. I mean, where's that one scene? I just want to point this one out because it's probably one that a lot of people have already read before. Right there, baby. That is cool. That is cool, man. So anyway, we'll leave it there. Evel Knievel. Oh yeah, going back to Psychotronic Squirt Gun. Yeah, brother, I am a Sable fan now. I get it. With these 3 issues, I was lucky enough, man, that you sent me this one that breaks down his origin. And for those of you that don't know, apparently he's a mercenary, but he also writes children's books. And it was through a fluke, and that's why he's kind of ashamed of it, so he's wearing these disguises. But as I read later on through these, you know, he's making a pretty decent living off of the books and mostly off of his adventures. So I am definitely a Sable fan. I got John Sable. I've got more that I need to put together, like always, and see what I have and don't have and go from there. All right, speaking of adventure, Human Target. Thank you, Brother Higgy. Because of this one, I know this guy's name is Christopher Chance. And I know what he does for a living. Like I said before, he stands in. This one was a simpler story to follow. He stands in. People hire him to be ready to take the bullet if need be. But he also solves the crime. So, I dig it. Thank you, Brother Higgy. Like I said, because of these, I'm ready for that other series. All right, Secret Origins of the Justice League. I dug this one. Again, this one's been sitting in those boxes for I don't know how many years. I finally pulled it out and said, let me see what's going on. And sometimes you just can't judge a book by its cover, right? How many times have we got to hear that? Cary Bates and Weissman are doing the plotting on this one, and Alan Weiss is doing the pencils. So we got the secret origin of Captain Atom. People are here reminiscing their link to Captain Atom. But the one that I dug the most in this one, the one I really liked out of this one was, where is he at? This one was good. What's his character's name? Kind of that Cold War vibe. Anyway, it's this guy right here, Rocket Red. But the one that I dug the most was Nort. Where'd he go? Yeah, the secret origin of Nort. I get it. Keith Giffen is doing the plotting, and J.M. DeMatteis is also helping with the writing, and Steven DeStefano is doing the art. Yeah, this was a good story, y'all. I like it. He sort of, I guess he fumbled onto this identity, but I dig it the most, man. Good stuff. And there he is. Now when I see this character, I'm definitely gonna pay a little bit more closer attention. Here we go. You got your classic Daredevil. Well, I don't know how classic it is, but 294, right? When strikes the hand. And I guess that's why I say it's a classic one. What we got on this one? This one, Daredevil's going up against the crime boss. Of course, right? Kingpin's involved. We've got DG Chickster and Lee Weeks on the pencils. But this is why I used to love Daredevil, man. You kind of got a little bit more gritty story out of it, right? You had your Spider-Man, things like that. It was fun. But Daredevil always seemed to be in, I guess, more of the thick of it, right? Constant sorrows, constant battles. Here we go. But yeah, he's battling this weird, whatever that is. We'll leave it at that. So yeah, I've got a bunch of these. I need to read more of them. The ones I haven't read. All right, then we got Ultraverse The Strangers, number 6. Oh, this is one that PSG sent me. Steve Englehart. That's all I need. Let's see. What rings a bell on this one? That little guy rings a bell. Right. Yeah, so we're already on number 6. So there's a lot of it that I didn't quite pick up on because I need to familiarize myself with the story. But I do remember her, right? Sort of like gave me Storm from the X-Men vibes. Not necessarily that those were her powers, but just kind of got that groove off of it. All right, so on that one, and we got New Defenders number 128. What I remember this one, I remember this one mostly because there's strife in the team. Right, let's see who's bringing it down on this one. This one we got J.M. DeMatteis on the writing. Alan Kupperberg is doing pencils. So that's what I kind of remember this one. Then they go off to fight who they're going to fight. Things like that. At the gargoyle there. Again, classic series. Here we go. Doctor Strange Annual number 3. All right. The Curse of Killian. I love Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is right up there in my top 5 of heroes because why not? Master of the Mystic Arts. Need I say more? But again, this one is, I believe this guy is just coming into his own. What did I leave with? Oh, let's see. Take a look at art. Oh, it's got several creators on here. So it's an annual, right? So you're going to get several. Alfredo Alcala. That's all I need to see. And I'm there for the rest of it. All right. Here we go. Next one. Web of Spider-Man number 91. What can you remember from this one? Just so many cool Spider-Man stories. Howard Mackie, Alex Salvik. Anyway, so I guess on these you're going to get, well, I guess these are tryout books for Spidey. But you can't go wrong with a Spider-Man book. And then last but not least, woo, that was a long one. DC Goes Ape. Yeah. This is my trade for the month, right? You got all kinds of stuff going on here. Everything is revolving around an ape. Super monkey. I mean, what do you get in here? All the way from the 50s up to 60s, 70s, and I believe it kind of creeps into the 90s. Lord of the Flying Gorillas, Hawkman. Yep. Oh yeah, these right here, I do remember. These little layouts right here. Boom, boom. Got Batman. Night of the Body Snatcher. Heck yeah, baby. Jim Starlin. Craig P. Russell finished on this one. Oh yeah. So anyway. So yeah. Like I said, I might have... Oh yeah, Super Friends. Ramona Fraden on this one. Yep. Did I keep to my average of 2 comics per day? Kinda, sorta. Right? That's kind of my goal. Try to read 2 comics a day. And on days that I can't really read much, I try to make it up here and there. But, it's nice to kind of set a goal for yourself. Read all these books. I mean, I got plenty of books to read. And do I keep buying more? You bet I do. Because that's my thing, y'all. I buy them on the cheap. I get them for free, right? If they're in certain condition. I saw Gray Man put out a video. They sent him a bunch of books that look like this. But we'll take them, right? We'll take them. Nobody else wants them. We'll take them. But anyway, there you go, folks. I do appreciate y'all stopping by and kind of taking a look at these books, kind of jarring my memory on a lot of them. And what else can I tell y'all? I do appreciate y'all. Oh, Amos is at the door. You hear him crying over there. Hold on, little baby. That's it, y'all. Y'all take care. Appreciate y'all stopping by. There's Moses. Look at that mess you got on the floor, boy. You want to read some books? Well, I guess not.